So today we're going to talk about tri-tips. Now, tri-tips are a neat kind of cut because what it does, oh, by the way, if you don't know where that's from, you take a sirloin, right? They cut the tip off so that the roast can look, good from the start there. So that little top is like a cone cylinder thing, tri-tip. So it's not a real mystery why it's aimed where it's aimed, right? Just like that. But what's neat about them, the fibers are very thick and they're quite loose. So it's a really flavorful cut, but you don't want to just slap it on the grill and bring it up to temperature super quick because it's all going to go and it's going to be really tight to try and cut through. So what it does is it allows you to use your smoker without having to do something that takes 10, 12, 14 hours, but gives you that feel of accomplishment that you've smoked something, because it really grabs the flavor nice because of all that space in the fibers, and because you cook it relatively slow, it gets kind of tender. You cut it against the grain. So, like it said in the top there, I'm going to show you a few ways to do this today. And first things first, come on over. I want to walk you through how to do this. We want to take these off and let them rest. By the way, have a look here. We're going to make some great sandwiches today. We're going to make some incredible tater-tot poutine with the tri-tip. So that's super fun. So I've got my plate here. So come on back here. We're going to pull these off. Now, what you want to do is you want to smoke your tri-tips, right? At about 225 degrees, and you want to bring them up to about 135 degrees. Look at that. Look how spongy that is. Isn't that nice? So we're going to take those off. Now, if you were going to grill these, you'd wrap them in some tin foil and then fire your grill up and get it good and hot, and then slap these on there. I'm going to show you that in a second. All right, but we're not going to do that with these ones. We're going to use these ones to make, some other fun stuff. So I'm going to let these rest in my chill chest over here. There we go. Pop these in. While I'm in there, let me grab my tater tots, because we're going to need those soon. If you're going to grill these, come on in. What you want to do when you take them out is put them in some tin foil, like I've done here, and let them rest for just a few minutes. Now these are beautiful. There we go. Look at the color on those. Aren't those nice? Oh, look at that. And like I said, look at this jiggle. Like if you do a brisket, jiggle, 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 jiggle. It's kind of like the same type of consistency of the point of a brisket, right? So it's not that super lean cut. It's kind of halfway in between. Really, really flavorful. So here's what we're going to do with these, all right? If you're going to grill these, what you would do is as soon as you take them off, you go ahead and fire up whatever kind of grill you've got. So we've done this with a Weber. We've done this with all kinds of stuff. This is our Wyldside. This thing rocks. And listen, if you watch the show, you know that I'm a big, big, big believer in accessories. Listen, your accessories are as important as your grill. So make sure you got some fun stuff in the back. We're going to utilize our press on this one. So here's what I've done here, okay? Like I said, accessories are fantastic. I'm going to show you some fun stuff with the press today. Check it out. So our press is cast iron, and we've lowered it really, deep into the fire here. This can really take the heat. So this happens so fast that I'm going to kind of stand here and watch it, okay? Because last time I did this with some ribeyes and walked away, and if these things didn't cook start to finish in 2 minutes, right? So these guys are at a perfect 135 degrees. What we're looking to do is give it a char. So super high heat. There we go. And because this is cast iron, it's going to get it from the top and the bottom. There we go. So we're just going to kind of give this, let's have some fun here. Keep an eye on that. We'll lower that in a bit. Here we go. This is fun. I love this grill. Look at this. Get in there. Get in there. Get good and crunchy on the bottom. That's okay. So I'm watching. This happens so fast. Like I said, I'm not looking to cook this anymore. Here we go. Let me pull that off. Perfect. Get some sear marks there. That's exactly what I'm looking at. It's still nice and spongy. And I'm going to give this about 30 more seconds. Guys, do us a favor. Hit that like button. Hit that follow button. It always triggers you a little notification when we come on live. And we're always having fun out here. And we've got all kinds of equipment. Who knows what we'll fire up for what show. This time around, it was our Black Tack and our Rec Fire. There we go, Black Tack. Blackstone and our Rec Tec. They should get together. So guys, there we go. That fast and that easy. That's gorgeous. So now we got a little bit of a char mark on there, which is exactly what I wanted. Oh, and now get out of the way. Just like, get out of the way, I got a better shot. Look at that. Ooh, that's nice. All right, so here's what we got to do next. Next, we're going to do some poutine and some sandwiches while these rest, okay? So, listen, a little bit of a tip for you. Anytime you want to do like any sort of cooking where you're doing a whole bunch of things at once, you want to just kind of time things out, all right? So the next thing that we're going to do is some poutine and some sandwiches. So I know that, one of the things that's going to take the most amount of time that's the coolest thing you ever seen. Is the tater tots. They got to fry. So we're using our Blackstone. This is our Rangetop Combo. Love this thing. This is cool because it's got some burners on there. It comes with a fryer. I like using my cast iron every now and then. Let's go ahead and slowly put these in. I checked my temperature. It's a little higher than I like it, but that's okay. It'll recover quick. There we go. So you want to fry at about 375 degrees when you're doing anything potato-wise, potato-based, okay? And you want to make sure that you turn this up a little bit when it comes time, just so that recovers nicely. So while those are frying away, and we'll give those a jostle here and there. There we go. And the other thing is, you want to make sure that these are the right temperature, because you want these to, you know, like superheat on the outside, right? And then start to do their thing on the inside. So let those crisp up. Come on back here. There we go. So we are going to do some really nice sandwiches. I produced 3 ways. That's one. Now we're going to work on 2. So I'm going to take the ends off. Very nice. Okay, so now let's cut these all in half. When it comes time to butter these, you want to make sure, check this out, we made some garlic butter for this will be nice, that you want to get maximum butter coverage, because if you don't, you're just doing yourself a disservice, man. You want to go coast to coast, edge to edge. Get that on there, because when we press that into that beautiful flat top over there in just a second. And there we are. All right, so we got some good butter happening there. Always want to butter this up here, because you want to take advantage of the fact that you've got this beautiful flat top. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to do it this way. Now, I don't have my flat top super high, because I don't really want to like burn anything here. I want things to happen a little bit on the slow side. So same type of press. I don't have to heat this one up. I'm just going to kind of push it into there. I'll turn this up just a little. There we go. Let me show you how to cut these, okay? By the way, this is a great thing to keep an eye on at your butchers, all right? Because they, you know, they're always cutting down for roasts and stuff, and this type of cut of meat will always add up. So what I want you to see, all right, is you're going to cut this against the grain. Have a look in there, and that's exactly how you want to cut a tri-tip. That's what's going to keep it a nice, even, beautiful chew. And by the way, this knife is absolutely falling through this, like it's just dropping. I love this. So we're gonna slice this one up, and then we're gonna kind of chop up the other 2, because we're gonna do sandwiches with one, and we're gonna do poutine with the other. Now, listen, this is tempting. It's tempting to go this way, I get it, but if you do that, that's just gonna be kind of stringy. So to avoid temptation, let's just cut it in half. Oh, and do that. There we go. All right, so this is going to be a nice size for a hearty sandwich. Oh, let's check out our bread there. How are we doing? Oh, it's perfect. Here we go. So let's go ahead and just finish. This is our sandwich cut. Sandwiches there, and over here. Perfect. So while those start to get a bit of a crisp on them, what are we doing here? Uh-oh. Oil, come on, get hotter. Get hotter. We'll let those fry. All right, come on over here. So those are doing well, those are doing well. Let's check these out. All right, this is fun. So these are the ones that we did, and we put a little bit of a char on. So this is going to be the, you know, kind of the first way we did it here, and this is the way most people do them. They slow cook them either in a smoker or an oven at 225 degrees. Look at that, at 225 degrees until the internal temperature hits 135 degrees. Once that happens, you're going to pull them off, and you're going to wrap them in tin foil. All right, and you're going to fire up your favorite grill, whether it's gas, charcoal, makes no difference at all, and you're going to get it as hot as it'll go. Now, if you were watching earlier, today we used a cast iron grill press, and we did some nice charring from the top and the bottom. All right, and you're just going to go ahead and put them on for about 3 to 4 minutes aside. That's really all you're looking for, all right? There we go. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, that's nice. And that's going to give you kind of the perfect rare to medium rare cut. And you can see what I meant here. If you're a brisket fan, you get into the point of that brisket. See that? And the fibers are just, they're big and they're far apart. And as long as you cut it against the grain, it's just such a nice bite. And it's a nice chew. So we're going to pause for a second here. There we go. A little bit for the camera. Oh, that's good stuff.
Succulent.
You gotta try it. Oh, this is good stuff. There you go. Mm-hmm. Our official taste tester there. Mm-hmm. Isn't that nice? Oh, that's nice. Wow. Mm-hmm. Wow, wow, wow. That is so good. Here, try it again. Come here, guys. Look at this.
Succulent.
That. Here. Right there. That's perfect. Look at that. That is so nice, you guys. That's what you're looking for. So listen, start to finish, this kind of result, go ahead, Rowan. This kind of result really only takes about 90 minutes. 2 hours tops if you get big tri-tips. But you get that experience and that taste and texture of a smoked dish like you worked on it 10, 12 hours. That's really good. So here, guys, do me a favor. Take this inside for me. Mm-hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Wow. Here, Maria, take that in for me. Like I said, we're just taking it easy today. Low and slow. Low and slow. That's what we are. We're like our own smoker today. Here we go. Let's go ahead and give these a toss. So, like I said, these are nice. They got nice temperature control at the bottom there. So you don't have to go ahead and put this on high all the time. Nice and low. I'm getting that crust. Look at this. That's why you get a Blackstone right there, in case you were wondering. Okay, so those are the big ones for the sandwiches. These are the little ones for the poutine. They're coming along nice. So for the poutine, go ahead. We're going to cook the onions with the poutine, and we're going to do raw ones. There we go. With the sandwiches. So while this is still doing its thing, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and turn this. Just want to keep that warm. So let's head over and start building these incredible sandwiches. So remember, guys, what I did with these was I used day-old Cuban bread. So it firms it up a little bit. It's the best bite that I find. It's got that nice crunch, especially when you can go ahead and toast them like that. Isn't that nice? So there we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. So this is a part of the show where a lot of times I'll sit here and make a nice sauce for you. Couldn't be bothered today. This is lovely, by the way, if you happen to catch it at the store. This is Chipotle Gourmets. You know what? You can go ahead and just kind of mix Chipotle or hot sauce with some mayonnaise, you get the same effect. But this one is easier. There we go. Oh, one without. See, around here, everybody chips in. So the camera lady is also my lovely wife, who keeps an eye out for the boy who's not a fan of sauce. So as I'm doing this, one without, don't do it, one without. So we've got that. There we go. Let's go ahead and put some, the boy's getting lettuce. Got it? Oh, yeah. I don't care what anybody says. Boy's got to eat lettuce. There we are. Some arugula on there for a nice little bite. Now, like I was saying, your butcher a lot of times will put these on sale, and they'll marinate them, right? So this is a fun opportunity to do an angry sandwich if you ever want to do that. Like spice it up real good, right? Oh, hey, you know what? I think I turned it on high instead of off. So let's make sure that I am smarter than I think I am. I am. Good for me. All right. All right, here we go. So now I wanted to go ahead and put a couple of tomato slices on each one of these. This is a lovely sandwich, by the way. Mm-hmm. This is a nice way to spend your tri-tips. Here we go. And there we go. So now we want the actual boof So let's bring it over here with some tongs. There we go. Got some nice real estate on this one too. Their Rangetop Combo, the one that I'm using here, has 3 burners, 28-inch big space to work with. Really, really nice. Like it a lot. There we are. The guys at Blackstone know what they're doing with them flat tops, boy. Uh-oh. Did we lose one? Almost. There we are. There we are. Okay. We'll fix this when we get back to the board. There we are. Another one. Isn't that pretty? Tri-tips are a nice cut, guys. Like I said, it gives you that kind of satisfaction of a real nice smoke taste and smoky flavor without all the time. So come on back over. There we are. And now, because there's not a lot of crunchy in this one, I left the onions raw. Okay, so now we get a nice sweet onion crunch when you go into that one. There we go. Oh yeah. First point of the cheese. I will not forget the cheese, I swear to you. There we go. And get on there, and get on there, and now the cheese. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is beautiful, guys. Look at this. That's a nice sandwich. Take a little bit of time. Just go ahead, have some fun with the different cuts of meat that you work with out back, especially on a Sunday like today. You got all the time in the world to have just a good time. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut these guys in half, and we all are going to have a bite of these. So Roman, this one's yours, my man. It's the sauce-free version. Hey, Maria. Hey, swallow whatever's in there. Yeah. There we go. All right, Maria. Here we are. Oh, that's lovely. Now look at this, you guys. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Get the arugula in there, and those onions are nice and crunchy. Oh, that's good. All right, let's give it a go.
Oh my god.
Right?
Gosh.
How good is that?
Oh, it's so good.
What do you think, Ro? Is that good? All right, honey, here you go. Wow. Holy cow.
It's spicy.
That's got a bite, doesn't
But
it?
yeah, it's good though.
Uh-huh. Ooh, man.
Watch.
Oh, that's way number 2.
Yep.
Not so bad. Like I said, we'd love to get that like and that little subscribe button there from you if you're having a good time. Normally, I would take the French fries and put them in a bowl, or in this case, the nice crunchy tater tots, put them in a bowl, and then put the cheese over top and the gravy, and then kind of wait for the gravy and the heat to melt the cheese. By the way, if you're not familiar with poutine, I just spelled it out, man. Cheese curds, not cheese blocks or shredded cheese or anything. Cheese curds, you gotta do it. And then potato, in this case, potato. Look at that! Holy cow! There we go. Here we go. Set that there. Perfect. But this time, we're gonna try mixing everything on the flat top and doing it that way. So guys, here we go. I'm gonna put these on right like that. And because this flat top works the way it does, let's go ahead and put the cheese curds right on like that. Like I said, I have never tried this before, and what I'm thinking is, what I want to do is just be gentle. Just be gentle, right? Here we go. There we go. This way, I don't have to wait for anything to melt the cheese. Look at it, it's happening right away. That way, it's ooey and gooey right off the get-go. And because it's not a barbecue, of course, none of that stuff's gonna fall through. There we go. This is great. Oh, this is awesome. All right, so we're almost at our last step for this, because you gotta remember, you can't have poutine without gravy. And our gravy, luckily enough, has been sitting in the smoker, getting smoky and delicious and beautiful. And that is just the most exciting thing to me. I gotta tell you, I've made poutine before, but I've never had that opportunity to go ahead and throw that pot of gravy in a smoker before we pour it over. What a treat that is. All right, so there we go. I'm gonna let that, all right, so we're gonna let that be. Hey guys, we're almost getting close to the end of the show here. I hope you had some fun with this. We thought outside the box a little bit today, and you know what? It turned out pretty good. So now that this is getting to the point where the cheese is going to start sticking to the grill, let's go ahead, transfer it into here, make sure a little bit hits the ground for the dogs that we love so much. There we go. Oh, man, that's the key. Get those tater tots nice and crispy, crunchy. That's what you got to do. All right, guys, come on back here. We've got it. Last step. Can't have poutine without good beef gravy. So let's go ahead and add good beef gravy. Man, you can do poutine with anything. I love this. So guys, that is Tri-Tips, Tri-Ways. So the first thing that we did today is we took it right out of the smoker, let it rest for a few minutes, and then slapped it on that 600 or 700 degree grill over there with a nice hot cast iron grill press over top of it. So that was our first way. Then we did these unbelievable, get over here, look at this, unbelievable sandwiches. Get back where you belong, and then in my belly. Those unreal sandwiches, and then the poutine. So Maria, come here, man. Get in here. Get in here. Let's dig in. Okay, there's cheese. Cheese right there, right from the get-go. Oh, there it is. Cheese, gravy, meat. This is for you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Can you do it?
No, I cannot. I don't think that my ass is that big.
Hey, Roman, you gotta try this. Wow. Trish, you ready? Mm-hmm. Holy. Oh, this is good. Nice
Oh,
cheesy
my
piece
God.
right there. Uh-huh. Oh, Roman, here you go. Fork. There you go. You got it? Oh. Wow. That's so good. Right?